And in the Ayodhya case in Supreme Court, you now have the Nirmohi Akhada's counsel, Sushil Jain, all set to argue now till the court breaks for lunch. That's at 1:15 p.m. And so Nirmohi Akhada getting another chance to present their arguments for the next 45 minutes. In fact, other lawyers also requested the court for permission to argue. The CJI said clearly that we have asked Mr. Jain, who is the Nirmohi Akhada counsel, to argue. Nobody else will speak right now. The CJI has also reprimanded the lawyer, saying don't waste time while this hearing is on. Paulami is joining us with more details. So on this, Paulami, it's clear that the CJI has set a clear timeline, a clear schedule, and he wants to ensure that they stick to that.
Absolutely. The CJI is in no mood for any sort of distractions or interruptions. He has set a deadline. He wants to conclude arguments by about 5 p.m. This evening when the court rises, so that tomorrow can be, of course, kept for, of course, looking into any possible legal steps that could be taken if at all the court is unable to decide on, ownership claims as has been made by the various parties in this case. So it is asking all arguing on behalf of Nirmohi Akhada is making his arguments. He will speak up until 1:15 p.m. when the bench will rise for lunch, will break for lunch. So that is, the time which has been allotted to him. And then, of course, the court will reassemble and it will go on till about 5 p.m. There were other parties which wanted to make concluding arguments as well. But the CJI has made it very clear, no, it is only Mr. Jain who will speak at the moment, and he is making his arguments in, of course, the dramatic scenes that we saw in the Supreme Court earlier, when, of course, Advocate Vikas Singh was arguing for the Hindu Mahasabha. We saw that he wanted to bring a book on record, which is Ayodhya revisited by former IPS Kishore Kunal, which basically talks about, the exact birthplace of Lord Ram. And there is some argument as to whether there are some contentions and arguments put forth in the book as to who exactly went about desecrating the temple which existed earlier before the mosque over there, whether it was Aurangzeb or Babur. That again is in the book itself. We saw that maps were presented. Advocate Rajiv Dhawan, who was arguing for the Muslim parties, tore apart those maps which were submitted by Advocate Vikas Singh. But he continued with his arguments, which is about the grant which was given by the Board of Control. His argument is that the Allahabad High Court, when it passed its order on 30th September 2010, it had in fact taken into note vis-a-vis deciding on the ownership claim of the Muslim parties, this particular grant which was given in 1860. But Advocate Vikas Singh says that that Board of Control itself was abolished by the Government of India Act in 1858. So how exactly was this grant being given in 1860? That premise doesn't stand. Then, of course, the court has asked Mr. Vikas Singh to point out where exactly in the court order of the Allahabad High Court has this been taken into account. He says that it was presented, it was made as a submission in the documents which were presented by the Muslim side.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.